type, arguably one of the best typings in the entire franchise. Yeah, we're pretty walled, actually. Alright, Rotom Frost. Now, all the Rotom forms have randomized typings. So, do I want to see those typings right now, or do I just... There it is, right there. This is our first fairy type. It's got Dragon Ascent as well. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Pokemon Alpha Sapphire Extreme Randomizer Nuzlocke. In the previous episode, we started off our journey, and as you can see, we have a pretty full team. We have a team of 4 already, which is a little bit risky to have early game, but in this episode, we're 100% getting the experience share. So I would rather have more hands on the team this early than not. But I'll go ahead and do kind of a team recap because some stuff has changed. Typically I don't do team recaps, but because we're doing Extreme Randomizer, a lot of stuff can oftentimes get confusing, and like I've had this happen before, but like people will try to tell me like, oh, you know, this is this typing. It's like, no, typings are randomized. So first and foremost, this was the last thing I trained up, but we have Midicam, our Metacam here at level 5, rocking normal type, which is not a good typing at all. There's so many weaknesses that this thing has, including a quad weakness to fighting. It's got the Magnet Pull ability, which is not good in the slightest. And it's got Rock Slide, Rollout, Rock Wrecker, Psycho Cut. The only thing that's good about this thing is its moveset. Its moveset is actually pretty solid for level 5, but we may or may not try to rock a special Metacam if possible, because I think without Pure Power, I want to say its attack stat and special attack stat are the exact same. Then we got Mother Goose, our Kangaskhan, the Water-type Kangaskhan at level 6. And it's got Cute Charm, Scald, and Draining Kiss is the moveset. Then we have our starter, which is Dracold, our Sandshrew, the Ice and Dragon Sandshrew here at level 9. Hail, Cross Poison, Dragon Rage, and Hypnosis. And then we have the one who I am thinking is going to be a sleeper based on the moveset that it has right now. But we have Nightmare, the Voltorb, at level 5. And it's got it's Bug and Ghost, and it's got Blaze, which Blaze probably won't really come into much effect here, but it's got Sharpen, which doesn't really do anything for it, but it's also got Hex, and it learned Tail Glow at level 5. So Hex is good if something has a status infliction on it. So if we are able to learn like any sort of status inflicting move, like Thunder Wave, Will-O-Wisp, Toxic, something like that, and teach it to Nightmare here, Hex will be boosted, but not only that, Tail Glow boosts us by +3. So that's also really good as well. Another thing I wanted to say was I'm kind of banking on when we get Mega Evolutions and whatnot, I'm fairly certain that with Mega Evolutions, the typings for them do in fact change. So in the case of like Metacam and Kangaskhan to a degree, but not as much of a degree, if we can get the Mega Stones for those mods, then we are going to be in pretty good shape, because if I want to use it in a battle, then I can go in, I can Mega Evolve it and change its typing completely, change its ability as well. Which Pure Water's pretty good because it's only got the 2 weaknesses. Kangaskhan's only problem is that it needs a physical attack of some sort, which we've been using Scald. We use Scald and Draining Kiss and Grinding, and it was relatively helpful against mons like Kakuna here, because we know Kakuna is Dark type. Which I'm pissed because I was grinding in this grass because this is where we're gonna encounter like the highest levels at this point in the game in terms of grinding. But I was pissed because when I was doing my grinding, I found out that there were Totodiles in this grass, which to me are ground type because they were hitting me with Earth Power and Bone Rush. But there were also Mamoswines in this grass, and Mamoswine in this game has Intimidate. And that really hurts, because my first encounter was the Metacam in this route. An intimidating Mamoswine? That's free. That's literally so free. Ooh, Petilil has Sturdy as well, okay. That's good to know. Also, I'm now realizing this. The one type of Mon that stops me dead in my tracks right now is a Steel and a Fairy type. Because Sandshrew has Dragon Rage, which I'm really, really glad that we have Dragon Rage early game. Especially on a Mon like Sandshrew, because Sandshrew is not particularly strong. But it really does allow us to one-shot a lot of things. But the one typing that stops that is Fairy. It's like, okay, I got Cross Poison to deal with that. But if we run into a Steel and Fairy type, arguably one of the best typings in the entire franchise, yeah, we're pretty walled, actually. Alright, Rotom Frost. Now, all the Rotom forms have randomized typings. So, do I want to see those typings right now, or do I just... There it is, right there. This is our first Fairy type. It's got Dragon Ascent as well. Which Rotom's not much of a physical attacker, but it's a good thing. See, that's why we want to try and figure this stuff out early. Because that could have put us in a perilous situation later on in the game. Luckily, Ice and Dragon doesn't carry with it any quad weaknesses, so that's good for us. And the benefit of us doing this where we do have important battles having teams of 6 is... I don't think I'm going to want to keep Hail. I think we're going to get rid of Hail and we're going to learn Ice Shard, which that's a good move as well. Especially because that will be priority on Sandslash. So if we get a completely different typing with Sandslash, which is it's 100% possible. I don't have the typings carry over on evolutions for sole reason of like look at our Metacam. Like if we're gonna make it wacky, we're gonna make it wacky. All right, so I think we should. I think we just say screw it and keep leading with the Sandshrew, because if we get the EXP share, I'm more than likely not gonna turn off the EXP share. I don't think there will be much reason for me to turn off the EXP share in this game, especially because, like I said, I did put on a 20% level booster. So that means normally Roxanne is 14 for her ace. So that would be an ace of 16. And obviously the further and further we go into the game, the more that level gap is going to be noticeable. Alright, so we got a Charcoal, which could be helpful if we get a Fire type. Oh, you know what? I just realized this now. I'm pretty sure our Metacam was holding a spell tag when we caught it. So I think what I'm going to do... is I'm going to give it to Nightmare. Especially because we only have a ghost move on it right now for an attacking move. So, you know, why not? I could sell the charcoal, because I think the charcoals sell for a lot. But we're also not really hurting for money either, so I don't particularly need to. I'm just curious to see what Wally's going to catch in place of Heralts. I'm so curious to see what he's going to catch in place of Heralts. I don't think there's a secondary mart here. Yeah, there ain't a secondary mart yet. Maybe Rustboro has a secondary mart? Oh, and you know what? Speaking of Rustboro, I just thought about this now. The in-game trades have been completely randomized. So what I mean by that is what they ask for and what we receive is completely random. Now in ORAS, unfortunately, there's only like 3 in-game trades. So there's really not a whole lot for us to take advantage of in terms of that regard. But I think that could play a factor if we get a really good trade early on. Typically, I like to play fair, and that if there's a trade, it's got to be something that I have caught with the first encounter. Otherwise, it's not really fair. And of course, static fossils. Those count as just static encounters. Just got to get through all this extra dialogue. Oh, he's still catching Heralts. Oh, I guess this doesn't change, does it? I guess because you can't change it without the game breaking. Careful there, fella. Careful, SpongeBob. Careful, SpongeBob. Yep. Now you throw the ball. Alright. I just realized we haven't picked up any hidden items either. Or items on the ground. No, we have. That was a complete fit. We literally just did that with the charcoal. I have such a pea brain for memory. I hate it. I really do. Try not to let that bother me too much, but like, holy fuck, does that happen way too often. Yep, I gotta challenge Roxanne. Eventually. We're definitely not doing it in this episode. It should happen in the next episode, especially if I do 30-minute episodes. As long as there's nothing that like really like stumps me. So we do get an encounter here in Route 104. My question is, do I try to hold off on the encounter and get in the Petalburg Woods. No, because I'm already battling this guy anyways. I don't know why. Because if I didn't want to battle him, I would have just avoided him. Alright, so Hypno. Not a fan of you, my guy. Please leave. You should be locked up for all eternity. Heracross. So this could be a Mega. It's not. But it has a Nerve. Still doesn't outspeed me. That's good. Now, once Dragon Rage kind of stops being a one-hit KO, that's where we may need to worry. But as long as it's a one-hit KO, and if we fight big, beefy monsters, I don't know what that was, but I don't think I can sneak up on it. That sounded like something big. Like, it sounded like a pseudo. That's not what I heard. A fucking course, right? Of course, I hear a big, scary Mon. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, hearing that sound again, I think that was a Steelix. That could have been a Mega Steelix, for all I know. With its great fucking base, like 200, 230 defense stat. But no, I get a Combi instead. I really have a team of misfits here. I think the benefit is that Combi evolves early. I think. It's a fire type. I got a name for it. It works. I swear it's whatever you think. It's not meant to be meant in any other way other than it's a fire type and it's a B. That's it. And it's holding an item. I got a timer ball. Okay, I'll take that. I think this is okay, actually. I mean, it's a fire type and it doesn't have any fire type moves, but it has close combat and it has poison jab. And I'm pretty sure Vespiquen has somewhat decent attack. I think it has somewhat decent attack, so yeah, that's just irritating that I heard some big beefy monster and I got a fucking B. No surprises there. Okay, so we haven't encountered anything that we would have already seen here. Ooh. I mean, that's... I know what that cry was. Oh my god. Okay, I mean, this is another thing that Mega evolves. Are you serious? I almost just want to kill it, actually. If that thing's rocking Rock Wrecker, I don't even want to... Because right now, our Sandshrew is the ace of the team. I mean, don't get me wrong. Kangaskhan is very much a backbone as well. But it ain't worth me losing my best mon, my starter, early on. I think the cry we heard was a Shuckle. Which, can you imagine if we got like a Steel and Fairy type Shuckle? That thing would be almost unkillable. Have 2 weaknesses. And have 2 weaknesses. Alright, so nothing from Petalburg Woods. We already got a Route 104 encounter. Try to get the experience share. I think we try to get the experience share before we come out and fight both the bug catcher that's over here and the... Oh, he turned right then too. The red flute. I don't know what the red flute does off the top of my noggin. Infatuation, maybe? Yeah. Yeah, I remember. That's a Boufflant. Which I would have much rather have taken Boufflant, because I've like never gotten the chance to use Boufflant before. Would be very cool, very epic if I could do that. Yeah, I'm going to protect him. So we still have the ability to get a full team before the first gym, because there's the route that's kind of northeast. Of Rustboro, and we also have the Rust Dirt Tunnel. Ooh, Ovalvine. He might actually take this hit. He does. Mystical Fire? Okay, that's fine. Never mind, that is not fine. Jesus Christ. But we outsped him just now. Thank God, okay. Exhibit A, though. You see right there. The moment that Dragon Rage isn't able to kill, suddenly problems are going to start. So if I can get the experience share now, which I did, I can suddenly get a better level up team. Oh, thank you for healing me. I was just about to use potions. I mean, I have like 15 potions. I'm not afraid to use the potions. Not right now, anyways. Okay, so... Combee has the potential to be good. The Voltorb... That could be my shock and my surprise of the series. It really could. Yeah, I would have much rather tried to catch a Boufflant. Oh, maybe we'll see him again. Maybe we'll see him again in a future route. Won't be complaining if we do. Because I would like to get the opportunity to use a Floatzel. Are we going to... I think we'll be alright. Because EXP should automatically get turned on. Okay, so he's going for the dig, which... I don't really have much in the form of switches, so... that shouldn't do too much to us. So if we're going to assume that he's a ground type, I think I want to try an Ice Shard. Like I said, I don't want to constantly just keep clicking the Dragon Rage button. I don't have to. Because eventually, I mean, right now we're level 14 with Sandshrew, and we already have more than 48, or we have more than 40 HP. Darmanitan I know has a lot of HP because it's a beefcake. Wait. I just learned Sketch. That's insane that I just learned Sketch. So if you don't know what Sketch does, Sketch copies a move that a Pokemon has used beforehand. And it basically, it overrides the move Sketch, and you learn that move. That's huge for Kangaskhan. Because if I find a physical water type, I don't even know what physical water attack I'd want to have. Whirlpool? No. Also, I saw Nightmare learned Flying Press. That's not really going to be that good of a move for it. Rotom? If this is Frost, this is Mo. I don't... Well, I guess I won't know because I just Dragon Raged it. They should technically... Would they technically have different movesets because each form would be labeled under a different Pokemon? I think that would be the case. But yeah, the fact that we learned Sketch with Kangaskhan is actually kind of big. It's kind of big. And I need to be careful, especially in a game like this, because anybody can have anything. So, like, if I had to choose a move off my moveset, I mean, Rock Slide would be preferred. Which maybe that's what I do. Or Flying Press. Flying Press wouldn't... Because Flying Press gives you fighting and flying. Have some thinking to do. Or I can go with Close Combat or Poison Jab. There's a lot of options. There is a lot of options. Go! I have a feeling you're going to live a Dragon Rage. Go has a lot of HP. And he's level 10. I think you're going to live a Dragon Rage. Just barely. And you go for Blizzard. That fucking scared me. I completely forgot that this trainer battle uses potions. Yeah, that fucking scared me for a second. I'm pretty sure ice resists ice, so I think I just have to go for it. I can't risk. Are you kidding me? You've got to be joking, bro. Oh my god. I should have just went for the Ice Shard. I guess... No, I should have went for Ice Shard when they went for the heal. But I wouldn't have known. I would not have known it had Vacuum Wave. Well, that's just a great way to end off our video. 2 episodes in, our starter's already fucking dead. If you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure you show your support by hitting that like button down below. But absent in the comments because of our starter being killed in the first, what, hour that we played this game? And I was really excited to see what Sand Slash would become. But that's too bad. That's too damn bad. The next episode, we should be able to get a couple more encounters and potentially take on Roxanne. I don't know what that's going to all look like just yet. But, yeah. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.